Good morning, everyone. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our Thursday morning Tai Chi Qigong class. Sorry, it's a little bit late. Had a private this morning. We're going to get started this morning in a standing space called Wuji. Okay? So it's just a space of emptiness. If you can be positioned to see the outdoors near a window, if you're not in a cold area, if you're in a warm area, I hope that you're able to be outdoors so that you can start to connect with the outer earthly chi and really get a nice cleanse for yourself. Feel free to say hello if you're joining us and let me know that you're here. We're going to start in a standing space, bringing our feet just in an even space beneath us. Don't lock the knees. Good morning, Roxy. Feel a gentle lift through the top of the head, and then let's let go. So if you are familiar with yoga, don't want to have as much energy as we have in mountain. Let's have less energy and have this space represent emptiness, non-doing. Lightly touching the roof of the mouth with the tip of the tongue, letting the jaw hang. Encourage a soft, velvety feel of breath through the nostrils. Eyelids heavy or lightly closed. Feel the weight of the arms falling from the shoulders. What does empty feel like? Are we familiar with it? How empty could the flesh in your feet be to hold you upright? How empty can the calf muscles be? Kneecaps, thigh muscles and groin, how about the entire abdomen and chest? Feel the stirrings of life underneath of your flesh that isn't moving. With the breath, your circulation, your nervous system. What is that force that is keeping you upright? Let's slowly start to bend the knees, sinking down. Keep the weight even over the arches. Don't sink very deep. So we're not back in the heels here, bringing the weight forward. You might feel as though you're leaning. We'll allow those arms to hang. Just a gentle amount of energy, very subtle, as though you're being lifted by the hairs on the top of your head. Come back to the jaw, lightly touching the roof of the mouth with the tip of your tongue. Gaze soft, chin level, lengthening the back of the neck. Tailbone dropping ever so softly. Legs holding you. Bring your awareness into the feet and the legs. Are you in one leg more than the other? Are you back in the heels? Are you in the toes? How could you start to try to bring equilibrium in how your legs are supporting you? the flesh of the feet, the flesh of both ankles, belly breathing. Allow your scanning to be soft and kind. We're not here to judge. We're becoming aware of how we are carrying our energy, how our bodies are carrying our energy. Both knees and the groin and inner thighs. It's one side squeezing more than another. Do we know how energy is being exerted within us? And then, just as we did standing in Wu Chi, can you let go and trust that the body has this form effortlessly, and that you are existing inside of the energy within? Notice any sensations on the outer parts of the body. How about just beneath the skin's surface? How about a ½ inch under the skin's surface? Keep going in layer by layer. What are you experiencing in energy? Are there tensions, shocks, tingles, dullness, or nothing? You reside in this body. How aware are we? How much do we actually occupy? And let's use the breath to start to lift the arms. If your legs are getting fatigued, you can start to shift left and right and then come to neutral. Oftentimes that little reset helps us. Or straighten, taking a break and coming back down. And we're just gently floating the arms up. Tell yourself, I am not muscularly lifting these arms. Trust that a force above us is compelling the arms up, and that a force beneath us is gently cushioning the arms downward. Soften the flesh in the fingers and the wrists. Let your breath match the arms. Soften the shoulders and the neck. Slower and slower. Feel your breath. Eyelids heavy. Feeling energy that we are not exerting. Let it emanate and flow. When you're ready, we'll hold a ball. Turning the waist to the side and stop. See if you can try to only move this part of the waist, not the shoulders. If you'll notice here, I'm exaggerating to show that I'm only moving my shoulders. I'm going to come a little bit closer. And turn and turn. As best you can, see if this bottom body can stay rooted, the knees not moving, letting whatever wants to move from the belly button. Wrists heavy. Come back to the relaxed eyelids, lightly touching the roof of the mouth with the tip of the tongue. Feeling our breath and start to slow down. Balance. Harmony. Trust that your energy will start to align with a more universal energy. Slow down. You are not in charge. Your energy is flowing through you, and we are just conducting and being a conduit. Let the belly breathe. Let the breath go where it wants to. Notice where we're creating our own blockage. Feel the energy in the wrists and the fingers. Is it dispersing or accumulating in one area? Can you soften to let gates and dams in the river to come down and let the flow happen? Calmness center will press down, come up and out of those legs. Feel free to shake your legs out. That could have been done sitting, okay? Finding the wuji empty space, non-doing, and noticing the energy that's within the emptiness. So, is emptiness ever truly empty, right? Alrighty. So, feel free to shake that out, and then we're going to shake the wrists. Okay? Just agitating the flesh. Try not to use muscles. Again, it's almost like we're just shaking a rug. Can you let your own flesh shake around the bones? Non-control. Feel that agitation. Right? A little bit of activity inside of the empty. And then we'll work the elbows, letting the elbow fling down and stretch out the flesh in the upper arms. Letting go. All right, now I'm gonna see if I can just let the arm flick down. Right? Both of them from the shoulders down. Can you feel the weight of that arm? Let the neck be loose, let the body be loose, right? And then we can do them both at the same time. Let them go. So here's the difference. This is me moving my arm. Here's the difference. I'm just letting them fling like Raggedy Ann doll arms. Okay? And now I'm going to keep them loose. And let's see about going side to side. Now, try to keep the knees soft here so that we're not creating any tension in the ligaments of the knees. Grow tall through the top of the head. And let go. Lightly striking our bellies, our ribs, our back. Feel that percussion. Feel the area of the body receiving that stimulation, that cleansing. Is the neck allowing this to freely go? Is the breath finding its own way? What does the striking stimulation feel like on the surface of the skin? Beneath the surface of the skin. Feel the free, whirling sensation in the arms. You're not in control. Let it happen. Let it happen. Don't try to aim to strike the body in any sort of way. Let it happen. Feel air circulating, swirling. And then we'll stop turning the waist and let the arms come to a stop on their own. Let's hold this stillness and notice the sensations we're aware of. All the way from the feet, all the way up through the legs, through the hips, through the abdomen, the arms. I feel so much tingling in my arms, my forearms, my fingers, my wrists. We're going to come to the hips, and we're going to find a circle at the hips, all right? Look at my head, though. I'm going to keep my head over the hips. So here's what I'm not doing. I'm not swirling the upper body around. So see if we can keep the head above the hips, isolating the hips. If you need a soft bend in the knees, go ahead. We're seeing the range of the hips forward, side, back, side. Trace a circle. Take your time. What is the widest, biggest range? How smoothly can we go? And what are we feeling along the way in the pelvic bowl? Feel your organs in the pelvic bowl. Fluidity. Let your breath be fluid. Feel the fluid nature in your tissues. Feel the fluid nature inside of your bones. Change direction. Slow it down. Start to notice, are there areas along in the arc of the circle that go a little faster, kind of swooping? Are there areas that are more of a straight line than a circle? Is energy wishing to flow? Or is there an obstacle? Is there an obstruction? Is there an uneven flow? Don't look at this as a problem or something to fix. Get to know the nature of how energy wants to move within you. The balance will come when the body and the mind and the spirit get to know one another. We're not here to impose our mind on the body. Get to know something about how energy is moving. What's already shifting from so much movement, right? Has gotten to be energized and motivated and animated. So we've already started to churn and get some actual movement as heat is introduced. Good, and we'll come to center. We'll bring the hands together, interlace, flip the palms, and lengthen upward. Try not to have the shoulders creeping up by the ears. Let's slide them down. Don't lock the knees. Breath in. Exhale, we'll revolve from the belly button. Press the legs down, lift the upper body up. Energy going in both directions. Is it equal and opposing energy? Equal and opposing. Breathe. Notice left leg, right leg, equal. Upward and downward, equal. Slowly coming to center. Let's release the arms down. Look right now at your hands and the interlace, and we're going to change the interlacing and flip so that the fingers are interlocked differently. Shoulders down. What areas of the body are actually lifting? If we're restricting the shoulders to stay down, can you feel the rib cage lifting away from the waist without sucking the belly in? Can you feel the legs pushing into the floor without locking the knees back? Inhale. Exhale, revolve. Equal and opposing energies. Even flow of breath. Rooting and rising. Big and small. Soft and tense. Back to center gently. Releasing those arms. Alrighty, we're going to come to our horse, bending the knees. Actually, I'm going to try to turn diagonally so that folks can see, hopefully as much as we can see, right? Make sure that you can see the toes so that the knees are not going past the toes. Trying not to be leaning back, having the torso up, but there's an upward, clearly an upward lift. We're going to shift left, shift right. Keep breathing. Arms heavy, gentle lift through the top of the head. Shifting and shifting. I'm going to shift into this leg and start to lift this leg. And bring it down, shift and lift. So the standing leg is staying bent. And then I shift. And the other leg is now bent. And the other leg lifts. Try not to straighten your legs. Feel an even flow of your breath. A smooth flow, rooting and rising. Slowing it down now. Feel the weight shifting. Feel the heaviness of grounding. Feel the effortlessness of lifting. Toes are empty, ankles are heavy, arms heavy, breath fluid. Gaze is soft. Lift only as much as the standing leg will support. Now we're going to shift and lift and hold. If you need to be near something and have support, go ahead and get support. Ankle rotations. Breath in, breath out. Change direction. Gently bring that foot down. Slowly shift. Try not to be in a hurry to get out. Notice when the mind is really in a hurry to get out. We'll root and lift. Ankle rotations. Feel and explore the range in this ankle. The space inside of your ankle. Can you feel spaciousness in this ankle? Let air flow. Change direction. Let your breath remind you about the air flow. We'll bring that leg down, shift, and lift. Now we can get so heavy in our thoughts and in our body that the upper body can start to really collapse. Can I still be lifted here? And we're going to do a slow circle with that knee, like you're tracing a circle on the floor. Maybe you're holding something. No tension. The energy is just finding its way. The body is allowing it to flow. Maybe we're noticing areas that don't want it to flow, are not familiar with the flow. Change direction. Let go rather than do more. Breathe. Breathe. Bring the foot down. Shift. Feel the easing coming out of that standing leg. Feel rooted. Feel calm before lifting for the other side. Feel the support that the standing leg is giving us. Let the heavens lift the weight off of the lower body. And rotate. Breathing. Notice your mind. Can your mind stay tranquil like still water? Or is your mind distracted? Is your mind judging or angry about the state of the body? Change direction. Can you ask the mind to come up with an image for tranquility? Slowly bring that foot down, shift into it, press down, come up and out of the leg, and then feel free to shake that out. Oftentimes, especially when we're in one-legged spaces, we can come up with a really negative narrative in our mind that is judging any wobble, any shaking that is going on. Instead, can we keep our mind calm and observe what is the nature of the shaking? Where does it start and end as it courses in different segments of our legs? Are we willing to stay calm and observe the nature of the energy that's going on and maybe bring some balance to it? Maybe the energy is as balanced as it can be for now. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to try to keep finding different diagonals here to another horse. If you need to shake more out, all right? Actually, let's clear some energy. Breathe in. Exhale, lower it down. Come down to the earth, present what we gathered from the heavens, and then inhale, rising from the earth, reaching up, asking for help from the unknown, from the heavens, and lowering it down, bringing all of that faith and that wisdom down, coming down into the elements, and then rooted, foundational, we can rise. Good, and we'll bring the hands to the belly. Okay. So a lot of anything that may be about balance is not about perfecting. And unfortunately, we associate balance with perfect. So it is something for us to start to observe as we step into these kinds of practices, to notice, oh, I am bringing in this mindset. I'm here to actually observe what is going on and start to find a little bit more equilibrium. We can't force the equilibrium. There are old habits and patterns for us to confront. All right, so let's feel where the body is, coming back to our horse. We're going to move a little bit more. We might be getting hot. We're going to stay slow. Effortless. What is effortless? If we're feeling fidgety, we probably have excess energy that is resisting stillness. And if we're super duper slow and just like don't want to move at all, probably need to stimulate, agitate a little bit more. I'm going to shift into my left leg, and I'm going to step the right heel forward. So notice I didn't lean forward, I just extended the leg, placed it down, maybe about 12 inches wide away from the left foot, and shift. And shift back, step it back, shift into the right, extend, place, and shift. And back, and step, and we'll continue. Shift, upward lift through the top of the head, effortless in the arms. Step, shift, and shift. Pull the butt back, root in this leg, step the foot back, shift the root now into the other leg, plant it, extend, free breath, place, Shift. Feel the back leg pushing us forward and the front leg becoming more substantial. Now the front leg is pushing us back and the rear leg is becoming more substantial. And we'll bring that leg in. Shifting. How much weight do you need to shift before that leg is ready to accept us? Extending. How slowly and present can we be? Placing it. Now becoming more substantial. 20%, 30%, 40%. Do I know how much am I pressing to make that happen? Now pushing from that front leg back. Being familiar and growing more familiar and an active participant in the movement of energy within us. What is going on? Can you feel the shifting, the varying amounts of shifting and transference of energy, substance, and emptiness working together? I'm going to step my right leg forward. Shift. I'm going to hold a ball. Arms heavy, elbows relaxed. Shift back into the left leg. Turn the waist. And now right palm is on top of left holding a ball. And turn the waist. Left palm on top, right palm back. Down. Now shift and turn. Right arm extends. Turn. Left arm extends. Shift back. Turn the waist to the left. Hold a ball. Stay back. Turn the waist to the right. Switch palms holding a ball. Shift forward. Waist turn. Push the right arm forward a bit. Waist turn to the right. Push the left arm forward a bit. Shift back. Waist, hold ball. Stay back. Waist, change hands holding ball. Shift forward. Waist turn and push. Stay forward. Waist turn and push. So here we go. Shift back. Waist, sitting upright. Stay back. Waist. Shift forward. Waist, arms heavy and empty. Stay forward. Waist. Shift back. Waist. Arms heavy and waist. Take your breath. How smooth and even can we be? Can you feel the extension of energy compressing in the back leg, flowing, and then the back leg is pressing us forward and it's freely releasing out of that right arm and releasing out of the left. And then we're gathering into that left leg again, arms heavy and back. The waist is the engine, and shift and stay. Good. Hold your ball. Shift back. Step the right leg back. Press down. Come up. If you need to shake anything out, shake it out. Finding our horse. Shifting into the right leg, extending the left leg, placing it down. Shifting forward, holding our ball. Shift back, waist turn to the right. Left is on top of right, holding a ball. Waist turn to the left, changing hands. Shifting forward, waist turn right. Left arm extends. Stay forward, waist turn left. Right arm extends. Right? I'll show it this way. Shift back and waist. waist. Shift forward, waist, waist. Shift back, waist, waist. Shift forward, waist, waist. And smooth it out slowly. Continual and slow. Can you take the stops out and stops? Taking the stops out, not meaning go fast. Going slow doesn't mean stop. What is the point? Where is the point when something is changing? Can you feel the fulcrum point when something is changing? Let the wrists be empty. Let heat flow through you. Let vibration flow through you. Let air flow through you. Air, water, fire, wood, metal, all that is solid, all that is fluid. Now can you feel the upright and the down in your body? Can you feel that upper body, the top of the head, lifting you? Can you feel that earth energy drawing you in for foundation and rootedness? We're going to come forward, hold our ball, shift back, step back, press down and come to standing. Feel all that is going on in the body, what heat is being generated, what feels light, what feels effortless, what feels present and almost sensually kind inside of ourselves. Alrighty, let's do another heaven and earth. Breathing in. And exhale, bend the knees, sink it down, chest up, hold that ball, present and release, use the legs, stand, even pressure, don't pop up, continue. What is still rising? What is still rising? Not just in the arms. Exhale, lower, feel that earth energy pulling the chest, the hips, the legs, giving us structure and support. Breathe, feel all of the earthly solid parts inside of our body. And then inhale, what gives us movement? All of that fluidity, all of that air element working together to swirl energy within us. And lower, take your time. Don't just be back in the heels. Weight even over your arches. Good, let's go in reverse. Let's carry the ball up. Feel the difference rather than opening the arms wide. What happens? Oh, that containment. And then lift, flipping the palms, opening, releasing, freely allowing, exposing, and lower. Gonna dip our big bucket down into this earth. How much capacity do we have? What can we hold? Gather it, and then trust our foundation to lift us. Slowly, no tension in those fingers. How does your body express trust? Open, chest lifting. Good, let everything reveal itself, be exposed. Opening, soften the shoulders, let them melt down. Feel yourself floating down into the earth like a feather, like a feather. But feel the weight that still is within a feather. It is coming down, so gravity's doing something, right? And ready? Here we go. We're still a feather. Lift a feather. It isn't a boulder, it's a feather. Good. Let's hold, lift, flip those palms, press the legs down, hold the heaven up. Stand on the earth. Effortless. Check in on any area of the body that's feeling tense. Effortless. Feel the fingers and the wrists, untense them. Let them support this energy without tensing. Trust that you have it in you to have shape and form without exertion, without rigidity. Feel left side, right side of you. Beautiful. Left palm to the belly if you identify as female. Right palm on top. And then the reverse if you identify as Y chromosome. And let's go ahead and press that energy with that. Breathe in, bringing the palms up alongside the ribs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. All right. Last week we didn't get to do the ringing, so I want to do that Qigong today rather than the percussive gong. Okay. So on this one, and I'm coming. Actually, I think I'm going to switch cameras for a moment. And it looks like, man, I went and got new internet, and it's looking staggery. And I will accept that I am not in control, but it is frustrating, isn't it? Okay, so you want to grab the arm. You don't want to leave a mark, okay? You want to grab the arm, and then notice I'm going to rotate this arm this way, and I've got this arm. And then when I release that, I'm clenching and it's ringing with these hands this way. So here we go. It's high up and release. And now grab it and go in the opposite direction. Release. 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 Don't cut off circulation, everybody. And release. Okay, I'm going to stop above this elbow joint. Okay, so I'm above it. Don't put that torsion on that joint. We're going to come up. Drop the shoulders, sit up tall through the back of the neck. It is high up into that flesh. Even the thumb under the armpit as best you can. Remember to breathe. Now I've skipped the elbow joint and I've come down now here. And here we go. Ooh. Good grip. Good grip. Now I'm going to stop above the wrist. And then we're coming back up. Working the fascia. Feeling this coil. Clearing these pathways. I'm going to come on back down. Going to come into the hand. Tighten these fingers because you don't want to wring those poor little finger joints. Flick, 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 flick. Okay, I'm going to come on up over here. Same deal. I'm going to rotate the arm and as best you can. If you can use all of the fingers, great, but sometimes it ends up just being your strongest fingers. But if you can, stimulate that skin, stimulate that fascia, stimulate the muscle fibers. Remember, don't go into the elbow joint itself. Beneath the elbow. Ooh. Ooh. This is my right arm. So, writing, typing, mousing. One finger mousing on a finger pad, touchpad. Touchpad mousing. Ah. Good. I'm going to come down one more time because my arm is saying it really needs this. Remember your breath. Good, now I'm going to tighten those fingers a little so I can come in, and feel the fascia. Good. Flick, 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 flick. Good. All right, we'll do up here a favorite, right? I hope it's a favorite. We're going to take our thumb and our index finger and pinch the mandible, as though you had it in your hand. We're going to pinch it and slide, 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 and flick. So you really want to feel the lower gum line, steady pressure coming down. Yeah. Slide, 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 flick. Slide, slide, slide. Good. Let's bring the thumb right here and just really massage, pressing and massaging, opening and closing the jaw. Good. Slide it up, up while you're opening and closing your jaw. Up while you're opening and closing the jaw. Good. Now I'm going to take these fingers, this part, this surface of the finger, and merge it right in where the upper gum line, right? So be grateful that, I think I said this last week, be grateful that you guys are not on camera for the whole wide world to see. I will sacrifice for this not very complimentary look, right? Okay, so we're going to move. And what we're going to do is we're going to press in and slow it down. Okay, so breathe in. 2 more. Now really press and massage it before you flick it. Now, this upper sinus cavity here, pressing in, follow the bone line. Right, you guys can see my little vision face. Good. Breathe in, breathe out, swipe, flick. So follow your cheekbone. Breath in, swipe, flick. Last one. Breath in, swipe, flick. Good. Good, good. All right. Now I'm going to bring. Come a little bit closer and press here. Press. I'm like really lifting my own head and up. Lift and up. Woo. Lift and up. Right? I'm like, woo. All right. Now this thumb into this, it's like a nerve bundle right here at the eyebrow, beginning of the eyebrows. I'm going to press on there, breath in, exhale, following the whole ridge of the upper eye socket and flick. Up and around. Woo! And really pressing out over the temples. One more. Up and brighten everything that we can see, right? All right, I'm going to take these fingers. I'm going to find the lower eye socket bone ridge right here. I'm just going to press down with this part of the finger. Down. Ooh, be nice. Ooh. And then move. We're going to start to come around the ridge. Move, press down, breath. Press down. Ooh. Press down. Breath. Side. Oh well. I don't know why. I never take these earrings off, so. Alright, so we'll take first this cartilage flap. Now I'm getting a good chunk of it in my hand here. And I've got it in a squishy, pinchy, squishy massage, right? Okay, squinchy, pinchy massage. Woo! And a little bit of pull. Oh. Breath. pull, steady, 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 flick. Again, pull, steady, 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 flick. Okay, here we go. Pull, steady, 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 steady. Flick. Woo. All right, that'll be enough for today. Actually, we'll do the neck. So we'll take this part, bring it up to the base of the skull, pulling the head up and back, swiping down with the arm. Oh, good, let's do that again. Slow and constant pressure down. Slow, constant pressure down. Maybe one at a time. Feel energy flow and move, blood circulation increase. A vibrancy, a vitality, and a heightened awareness, stimulating, awakening us living and occupying this body. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga. It's my pleasure to share Tai Chi elements and Qigong elements with you all. Please check out any of our prior videos and the playlist on YouTube and Facebook. And we will be having a new Tai Chi form series, the beginning section of the form of the Chen and Qing short yang form, starting not this week, so it will be the 28th. The 27th on a Saturday. I'll be putting that information out shortly, but if you're interested in learning Tai Chi form, we will be starting a new series in 2 weeks. Alrighty, thank you all so much. Please feel free to drop on back in a moment for Home Yoga Practice Live. Peace, everyone. And happy Losar, happy New Year, Chinese New Year, Year of the Ox. Losar for Tibetan New Year, for those of you who are also practicing Tibetan Buddhism.